All right. It's been a minute, beautiful people, since I've done a live streaming, but I'm going to rock and roll with this because I do believe I got this and we're just going to flow. So I am just letting you know to keep with an update that your girl's still in the process of healing. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Nadira Lugg, and I am the entertaining spiritual advisor, spiritual coach, tarot reader of One Love and Light Center located here in California. And we are a spiritual center that help people find and maintain their blissful Zen. And we do this in a myriad of ways. We do this through the process of yoga, guided meditation, Reiki healing sessions. And yes, the reason we are here today, tarot oracle readings. And I just want to say shout out to all the Aquarius men and women and human beings out here, our water barriers, are my fellow air sign brothers and sisters. Shout out to you. Capricorns, y'all did a wonderful job. Shout out if you had a wonderful time during your birthday season, but I'm sorry to make an announcement, it's over. Okay, so have fun next year. It's all good. Now you got to make room for our fellow air signs, our humanitarian, our energies of our humanitarians, the Aquarius. All right. And so today is a wonderful day because we are now officially in the new moon of Aquarius. Not only do we have new energy because we are now introducing this new moon full of life, newness, great possibilities of all kind of great ideas, we're ushering in Aquarius. So for those of you who do not know, Aquarius is governed by the 11th house. And the 11th house is all about community, humanitarian, how to be of service, social networking, friends, how to use our connections and partnerships to collaborate and come together for the greater good for all of us. How can we all be of service and help one another? Because beautiful people, we are one. We are one, no matter what we do, we are one. So I need you to maintain that in this new moon cycle, all right? And so just a little bit of information. Yes, I'm still in the process of healing, like I was mentioning before. And for those of you who do not know, I just recently lost my mom. So she made her transition 12/22 of 22 and not so long ago, and I'm still processing that and still doing my healing work. But I know that even though she's left this physical plane, she is with me in my spiritual plane. And so I'm still doing my work, and it's okay. So let this be a learning lesson for those who are probably going through the same thing of lost loved ones. We can do this. You're strong enough. And know that, again, you are not alone. And if you need somebody, find your tribe to help you through this process, okay? I have my tribe. And again, it's all about being of service and being together with community and friends. So know your friends, know your tribe before something traumatic happens, so you know exactly who to go to share all information and if you want to explain what all has happened and the emotional aspect of it all right? And push come to shove, know you can always count on One Love and Light Center. Just reach out. All right, so it's been a minute since I've gone live, but it's all right. It's just like riding a bike. So I gotta go ahead and flow with it. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So beautiful people, without further ado, this message is for you, my collective. As always, I set the intention for a wonderful reading for everyone to understand how to best work with the energy of this new moon in Aquarius. That doesn't matter what sign you are. It's how we can best use it for our best self, for the most positive, most abundant resource we can use to be our best self through this particular cycle, beautiful people. And so as we proceed, There's bits of gems and little knowledge nuggets for everyone, all right? Open heart, open mind, ready to receive. I've already got the cards out, already connected with my angels, ancestors, spirit guides, divine one to deliver you the download that I've received. And now, like I said, without further ado, this message is for you. Let's begin with our tarot. And the first card up is we have what? The Five of Cups. Five of Cups. It's kind of interesting. It's a learning curve again about remembering how to do the reading in the sense of the light, and I hope you can see it. But one thing is for sure. One thing we have with the Five of Cups, and then we also have the Emperor. We also have Five of Wands. And underneath the deck, we have the Magician card. So let's begin with this Five of Cups. If you can see in the picture, the Five of Cups, there are three cups in the front that are already lying down, and then there's two behind, okay? And they're standing right up, okay? Upright. So the message that it gives is, number one, cups represents our emotion, our emotional side, okay? It helps us deal with anything in our feelings, all right? And especially since we're dealing with moon energy, guess what? That's all emotional energy, all right? So Five of Cups explains this. We are so busy wallowing in grief and disappointment about our three cups that have fallen over that we are not appreciating the two cups that are standing upright, that's here for us, that's here as a gift, that's here as a blessing. And so the message with that is sometimes we get so busy with the pity parties of disappointment, whether it's another person or an event or an occurrence, that we forget. We get distracted and we forget to get in gratitude over the blessings that we have. For example, and anyone knows me, I'm always use examples of myself to understand there's a connectedness, because again, we are one, all right? So I could be saddened, which I am. I have my moments of grieving. I could be totally saddened, disconnected, upset, and check out mentally, physically, emotionally over the loss of my mother. Or I can shift my perspective and give thanks and be in gratitude because I have 44 years of her nurturing me, loving me, giving me advice, feeding me with wisdom, physically feeding me with food that brought me joy. I mean, having experiences with her. So it goes back to perspective. If we stay in a negative perspective, if we stay in a negative energy, it doesn't yield anything positive because like attracts like. And if you start with that negative energy, it's only going to be a domino effect of leading other negative things behind. So beautiful people, please be aware. Be aware and conscious of what are our thoughts? What is the energy that we're sending out to others? What are the messages that we're sending out to each other? That's why we always have to be on our P's and Q's to basically do an energetic check-in. Where am I? And there's nothing wrong with grieving. I've done it several times throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month, and I'm not going to sit up here and say it's over. I'm in a process. And just like water, which is what? Cups, there's ebbs and flows. And so I flow with it. Flow like water, beautiful people. But anytime I'm in my sadness, I also know, using my Reiki energy, using the wisdom that I've learned over time and what life has taught me, I have to go back to reprogram myself to what are the wonderful aspects of the relationship that I have with my mother, of the memories that I have with my mother. And I am grateful for those. All right, moving on. Now, I know that we're capable of doing this in this new moon cycle because we also have what? The Emperor 4, and this is a major arcana card. So this is one of the more, I would say, more powerful cards to work with. And this is why. The Emperor, he's a leader. He is the symbolic message of masculine energy. Okay. He's been a warrior. He's a leader. He has his staff. He's sitting on his throne. He has his armor. If you can see the armor with his feet and his knees are out, he's been in battle. And because of that, he knows how to be a strategist as well as a knight to go out and battle. And sometimes we all have to be knights. You have to be able to serve others, to be in that experience in order to be a ruler, to get that experience, that knowledge, that leadership skills, all those things to encompass a king. And so, beautiful people, also with this number 4, it's a wonderful fire energy as well. It's synonymous with Mars energy. We've gotten out of Mars retrograde, so now it is time in this new cycle of Aquarius to get moving, to get into action, to strategize, to plan, to envision, to see something. We all have some goals. I hope we all have goals. That's the other thing that brings about with Aquarius energy is the hope and wishes that we have in mind that we want to see into reality. And so, beautiful people, know that with the Emperor card, harness that aggressive, assertive action, harness that leadership that's in you, harness that strong energy that tells you you have to go for it. Because if you don't cheerlead yourself towards your goal, who will? It starts with self first, beautiful people. I have wonderful goals that I am achieving in the year of 2023. I have to let go of 2022 and set my sight on the present moment I am. And that's one thing about this leader, this king, this ruler, this emperor. That's what it is. He is an emperor. And you know what? To be honest, let's go a little deeper because emperors have what? Empires. So in order to build my empire and you build your empire, you have to set your sights on what is the goal and make a plan, a strategic plan, have some dates, have some actions. You have to meet universe halfway. Step out on the sign of faith, go halfway. Universe will meet you, but you got to make the first leap of faith and make all those plans and put them into place. Come through, moving on. Now, while we are busy strategizing and getting ourselves together, we also have this 5 of Wands. Now, what does that mean? 5 of Wands. So wands represent fire energy, all right? And if you can't tell, you have a slew of people sitting here fighting, competing amongst themselves. All of them have their wands high and waving around like they just don't care. Wave your hands in the air and they waving it like they just don't care. But we know different. We know we care. And so one thing about when you have a slew of other people and other personalities and other opinions, it can create what? Competition. So what does this mean? Beautiful people, even as a leader, sometimes there is competition for what we are working towards. And again, it goes back to a perspective. Everything comes back to a perspective. If we think of things not in polarity and duality, but think of things of, again, a higher perspective in all things, we can change the vision. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a competition between other people. The competition can actually be amongst ourselves. What did you do last year that you know you can do better this year? It's an aha moment. Again, we're in new energy, so it's time for some new thinking, some new thoughts. Aquarius energy also brings about the energy of innovation, invention, thinking outside the box, individual thoughts of originality, something that used to be done can now be a great example. There is a new product that's been out for a while. And it's, I think Glad brought it out, but they're food covers. Now, originally, if anyone can see, they look like little shower caps. And all they did was took that product of shower caps and rebranded it and made it into Tupperware toppings or covers for dishes. Now, is that stealing or is that wonderful ingenuity? to take something, remarket it, replan it, redesign it, make it colorful, and created a whole nother market for it. So beautiful people, it doesn't have to be the competition of others. You may be having a product right now, but fear may have stepped in. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you created the fear, you can also wipe it clean, come through. Start with the mindset, the process of changing into another mindset. So know that the competition is not with others. Let it be about you. Let it be whatever the ideas were for last year. Now we're in January. It's time for some new ideas, some new expansion. What can we change? Do we need to change the website? Do we need to change the product? Do we need to add some colors to it? Let's do it. And underneath the deck, we have magician. Number one, magician. The beautiful thing about magician energy, which is ruled by Mercury, and I'm so glad to say that we are now Mercury direct now, no more Mercury retrograde. So let's get things in order. Let's get that technology together. Again, we're in Aquarius. They rule technology too. Tarot, technology, again, innovation. There's no more of a barrier for our growth. And the magician comes in because what? The magician has all the tools he or she needs to make what? Magic. Make magic happen. So you have all the four elements, you have the knowledge, you have the wisdom, you have the experience, you have the product, you have the marketing. And if you don't, let's create it. Let's go on social media. Remember, Aquarius energy, social networking, our community, our friends. Use grassroots efforts to get things done. Know your tribe, know your cheerleaders. Always be your first cheerleader, your first and primary cheerleader in all things. But it's awesome when you know your tribe. It's awesome when you know your team that's going to cheer you on, beautiful people. So acknowledge that. See the greatness and goodness in that and work with it. Let's move on. So that's our tarot. Now, I love these cards. These are my life coaching cards. We also have number 9. Number 9, hidden treasures. You have brilliant, untapped potential just waiting to be explored. You have brilliant, untapped potential just waiting to be explored. Do I really need to go into detail about that? But hold on. Underneath the deck, we also have 20, spiritual teacher. You are being guided to step into your role as a spiritual teacher. So let's go back to the hidden treasure. Again, a lot of us are having that untapped potential just waiting to happen, all right? So, for instance, if we're dealing with the sadness, we're being upset or disappointed by something else, because remember, we had those 5 of cups, and we're so busy looking at the negative aspect of something. Beautiful people, let's say we, again, change the perspective. Does it have to be considered to be a negative? Or was it a challenge to help you step up into the next level? Was it a lesson learned? Was it a lesson learned that we had to go through? So through the shedding of the tears, from the upset, can we take the time to breathe and say, what was the lesson learned from this? And if it made you step up your game in something, can we give gratitude for that? Beautiful people, sometimes it takes a tragedy to bring togetherness and to get an understanding of how strong you really are. I'm dealing with it. I'm a prime example right now. I have to tap into my resilience. I have to maintain my present grounded moment, even in my grieving, even in my moments of solitude or sadness. I got to come back out of it. Why? Because there's a bigger purpose. There's a practice. All things and lessons that was instilled in me by my mother, all sayings, idioms, everything she taught me. Now it's time to put into action. I've been putting it into action all through my life, but now it's time to go to the next level. So beautiful people, please tap into that as they put it, that untapped potential. Tap in. It's in your hands. Why? You are the magician, beautiful people. And if you need to, get your wine and work your magic. Come through. Use your tools. And again, underneath the deck, we have that, 20, spiritual teacher. Again, you are being guided to step into your role as a spiritual teacher. Understand this. Any lessons that we learn, guess what? It is our duty. It is our humanity, our very Aquarius of us. It is our humanitarian duty to be of service to the next person. So whether or not you have children or you have nieces and nephews or cousins or whomever, sometimes you got to speak with realness and knowledge to your parents. Why? Because sometimes, look, one thing I've learned, we can learn anything from any and everybody. I've learned lessons from watching babies. That's the truth. Babies that can't even speak, but by me watching them in their innocence, in their purity, I've learned lessons. And so with that being said, you never know, whatever situation or tragedy you're going through, you have something that you, through, matter of fact, through the tragedy, you now have a testimony. And so you are here to be of service. And for some of you who are not ready for that, go find your spiritual teacher. Hear me when I say, when you set the intention for when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So beautiful people, always know that at One Love and Light Center, we are here to help you as a spiritual coach. We are here to help you to tap into your untapped potential, to tap into your intuition, your mental, your physical, your emotional, and your spiritual work. Because everyone's on a different journey, and one plan is not going to work for everybody. But beautiful people, tap in, and if you need the guidance, then reach out. And if you already have someone, a wonderful mentor, hey, it's about time for you to start teaching and sharing your wisdom, beautiful people. Moving on. We also have four. Oh, somebody's already coming in. Hi, Joseph. Shout out to Joseph. Oh my goodness. It's a wonderful. Thank you for joining in. Appreciate you, my love. And I hope you're getting the nuggets you're supposed to get today. I know you are. This is for you. So we have number 4, yoga under the sign of Libra, another fellow air energy, as well as the Aquarius and the what? The Gemini. But yoga. And we have contemplation, deep breath, centered, go within, steady, balance, relax, take a break, inner child healing, meditation, time alone, balance chakras, reflection, wellness, and rest. Now, what's hollering at me? Look, to be honest, all of it. Contemplation, deep breath, relax, balance, inner child healing. That's hollering at me. Inner child healing, meditation, time alone, all balance chakra, rest. Beautiful people, it is a wonderful thing to provide yourself some time of rest, reset, contemplation, meditation. These are all acts of self-love, even in the practice of yoga. A lot of people get so caught up with the moves and the postures, the asanas, that we forget that really it's all about a meditation, a private meditation for yourself. You're just moving with the energy of the body to get into that mode of focusing on you and your moment, being grounded in that moment of movement. So beautiful people, know that sometimes if you need to get into a flow of moving that energy, try yoga. Once again, One Love and Light Center provides that as well. Find your peace and your center. One mantra that I always share, no matter what tarot reading I'm doing, no matter where I am, we must be grounded and centered, because we're always what? We're working with harmonious balance in all that we do. Harmonious balance. That's all it is. Moderation in all things that we do. And first and foremost, when we go out and expel our energy out here into the world, we must be grounded in the present of what we are doing. So beautiful people, please get into this mode of staying centered. I promise you this too. When you go into more of a centeredness and a meditative state, you get your best ideas, you get your best advice from higher self, your spiritual guides, because at this point you're tapping in from source. You're tapping in. You can find a lot of the answers that you've been looking for a lot of the questions you've been asking. if you get somewhere and center yourself. And understand this too. Meditation doesn't necessarily have to be standing still in your Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. That's not necessarily to. People have found time to be in a meditative state while cooking, while painting. It's whatever you find yourself being in blissful joy doing. Now, as long as it's not harming anyone else, then you're in your peace, then beautiful people, find your oneness. Find it could be in dancing. Find your peace and your joy. Because in that openness of finding and celebrating your inner child, of having fun, innocent fun, you will find yourself being inspired and creative. And again, a lot of downloads come through. And up next, we have 5. Oh, 5. And it's in the sign of what? Gemini. Yes. Yacht, adventure, affluence, luxury, mobility, travel, great ease, smooth sailing, sophisticated, with the wind, self-indulgent, prosperity, comfort, wealth, over the top, extravagant. I'm going with all of that. Beautiful people, I see travel. A lot of people are dealing with some travel. Working with that water energy right here. Mobility, smooth sailing, luxury. Beautiful people, we can have any and everything that we want and what we need in our heart's desire. We do, but we have to get into that mindset. We have to get into the mindset, and we have to do the necessary work. So please, at this time of this 11th house of networking, of being of service, be open to having to travel, whether that's far or short travel. The power of technology, which Aquarius rules, helps us. Just like now, I'm able to travel through social media to deliver a message. So beautiful people, get prepared for this new adventure of this newness and this new moon. It provides you something. Building of luxury and prosperity. Be open to it. Moving on. I have my new moon cards. And what does it say? New moon, a new start is coming. But I'm here to let you know a new start is here right now in the present. Again, that is the power of being present. The past does not exist. Me talking about the Emperor card is now officially the past. What I'm talking about right now is a new start, a new moon. Keep up, beautiful people, and stay with it, because the future does not even exist. We are in the present moment. Let's get it. We also have a new moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than to take, a time to give rather than to take. A lot of times we are unaware of everything that we may be taking. Believe it or not, when we go into a mode of conversation, or even if we are unloading some kind of burden to another person, guess what? We're taking someone's energy, because we're unloading and giving all of the energy that we're dealing with, whether it's frustration, whether it's happy news, it doesn't matter. There's a sharing of and giving of energy, because energy is real, beautiful people. So you better be aware of that one. So it is time to give rather than to take. Another supportive message of Aquarius energy. They are, again, the humanitarians, the rebels with the cause. So beautiful people, get into that mindset, even if it doesn't necessarily have to be money, but if you feel the need to give money to those who are in need, or those of time, giving of knowledge, giving of wisdom, all of these things are small tokens of appreciation, but they're gems that could be shared, because again, we are helping each other out. And I promise you, there's an old African proverb that, and I'm paraphrasing, but we can get there faster if we do it together versus being by ourselves. Everything can't be done on a solo. Everything can't be done on a solo. Okay, but keep that in mind and stay that open-mindedness. Give rather than to take. And underneath the deck, we have believe in the impossible, blue moon. Believe in the impossible. Once again, this is supporting our magician card. The magician is a creator. I need you to understand that you are the co-creation of your creations. You hold the power of what to believe, because what you can see, what you believe, you can see, visualize, and achieve, beautiful people. But it all starts with an idea, an innovative idea, because your idea is going to be totally different from another person's idea. Yeah, it might have the same basis, but your idea is going to have a different color, a different vibration to it, a different smell, a different taste in what you do, a different swag in how you present it. So, beautiful people, believe in the impossible. And once you believe it, to see it, write it down, embody it, and then achieve it. Put in that necessary work, but you can do it. It always starts with an idea. Come through. Moving on. We also see, here we go. So we have 3, which is the 10 of spades, and we have ship. Ship. So somebody's getting on a boat, a cruise. I can see that. Somebody's traveling. And what do we have? Going places, adventure. That's twice with adventure. Vehicle, vacation, trip, enterprise, movement, with the wind, swift, travel overseas. Beautiful people, look. In this moon cycle, if we're preparing for a trip, be safe, have fun, create the memories that you need. Or are you embodied with an idea that this year in 2023, you're taking a trip? I know I am. Come through. I can't tell you where I'm going, but I'm going. How's that? Because I know what's on my board. I know what's in what I envision. I'm getting on a cruise, honey. Yes. And so I got a feeling I'm not the only one. But it's also the time of, again, with this new energy, there's a newness, a new adventure waiting for you. But people, step out on faith. Once again, step out on faith. Be in the now, knowing, even if you don't know how you're going to take this trip, write that trip down. Be as detailed. Where are you going? When are you going? What are you wearing? Do you see yourself in a bathing suit? What does the air smell like? Is it close to the water? Is it by the water? Is it on an island? Are you sightseeing? What shoes are you wearing while you're sightseeing? Be as graphic as possible with your visualization. We're not worried about how it's going to happen. First, do your part with the planning. Envision it. And then, as I said before, step out on faith. Let universe meet you halfway. You might receive some surprising money in June that you weren't even aware you was going to receive, and allows you to do your trip. So, beautiful people, if nothing else, get ready for your new adventure. All right, that's what's up. And underneath the deck, we have fixed, the middle, fixed, the middle. Okay, middle of the season, purpose driven, secure, confident, gets it done, stubborn, bold, brave, reliable, conservative, count on it, no reflex, no, now is not the time. So one thing about fixed energy, which happens to be of Aquarius, no, it's not the time. Is someone with a question on the top of their head right now? And right now you just got an answer, no, it's not the time. Now, I'm not saying that no is forever. But if you had a question about something currently, right now, as we always say, in this present grounded moment, no, now is not the time. Give yourself a couple of days. Give yourself a week and then re-ask the question. Open yourself to the universe to receive the sign you're supposed to receive. Today, if you're tuning in right now in this moment, the question, if you got to do it today, is no. Now is not the time. So again, check back in tomorrow and see what signs you receive from the universe, from whatever vessel that you get. All right? Because maybe I'm here as a disruptor to help you plan more accordingly. Remember, it's about perspective. Don't get upset at that no. Just understand there's a reason. It's happening for you, not to you. And I'm just here to make whatever you're asking about that much bigger and better for your blessing. Come through. Yes, I love it. We also have, I love these. These are like very much inspirational quotes. You got this that I received from a fellow tribe member. God bless her sweet soul. Shout out to Miss Talisha. Thank you. Take the road less traveled and you'll find joy. Take the road less traveled, and you'll find joy. Beautiful people, y'all are traveling. I see travelers. I'm hearing travelers. I'm getting downloads. The signs are here. We are traveling. We are traveling. So in this new cycle, this new moon cycle, beautiful people, get ready. I don't know where you're going. Again, I know where I'm going. I don't know where you're going, but y'all going somewhere. And I want you to say, what is it? Happy travels to you. Have fun. Enjoy it. Get to planning, beautiful people, and take the road less traveled. Sometimes we got to do something a little difficult. We got to pave a way, and it may not be the easiest and the rockiest, but I tell you one thing, once you get through it, you appreciate it that much more. You do. You do. A lot of times, again, we don't want to have to deal with the difficult or the easy route. We want the easy route because we think it's just going to be that much easier, but I promise you, no, it's through the blood, sweat, and tears and the patience and the determination that we get to see the real true beauty, the diamond in the rough. We get to see the beautiful brilliance that it produces because we put in that work, that we did something different. Again, Aquarius is all about the innovators, somebody who does something different. And they are the ones who are remembered. It always started with an idea. So sometimes you can't go with everybody on that easy journey. Take the road less traveled, and you'll find joy because you did it. You did. You cheered yourself on and you did. And underneath the deck, you have the power to change the world. Some more Aquarius energy. You have the power to change the world. Everyone has a purpose. I repeat, and I'm getting it, and I need you to understand it. And it's coming at me hard. Everyone has a purpose. Everyone has a gift, a beautiful, innate gift they have right now to share with the world. What is your gift? Take the time to find out what are you great at that comes with ease. Is it singing? Is it dancing? Is it sewing? Is it stamp collecting? Whatever it is, there's nothing too big and nothing too small to be considered a gift. But share your gift. Share your wisdom. You have the power to change the world, but I promise you this, it starts by one person at a time. Right now, I have, and again, it's been a minute since I've streamed, but I'm right back where I need to be in this present moment. I have a person who chimed in, and it's a beautiful thing. And guess what? If I'm here to change lives one person at a time through whatever method I have of teaching yoga, of my meditations, of my Reiki healing sessions, of whatever, of my spiritual coaching, I openly, with an open heart and mind, walk in the path of service, to be of service, because I know I'm giving back and I'm changing the world one person at a time. And you, my loves, can do the same. Come through with that humanitarian work. Come on, Aquarius energy. We love it. Come through, age of Aquarius. We love it. It's time. Look, we've been messing up this world, changing it and burning it all to hell. And it's time for a change. It's time for a change in all things, in government, in humanitarian work. I mean, it's limited in what we can do. Change one person at a time. But one thing we've learned too, it starts with the man and the woman. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. And I advise you to do the same thing. You have the power. Moving on. And to help you with your light work, I got my light worker cards. The first one is the age of light, the age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. So this goes back to the message I was just given to give to you. You have the wisdom, the experience, the know-how, whatever it is that comes to you with such ease. You have been training for this for lifetimes. There's a reason why you can do it with ease. There are people out here who have to go to school for carpentry, and then there are people out because they don't know how to do anything. And then you have people that carpentry comes to them with the greatest of ease. Never picked up a hammer, never picked up a screwdriver or anything. And it just comes with ease. And there's a reason behind that. You are meant to build something. You don't know what it is at the moment if you don't, or you don't have clarity, but you're here for that. And that is the reason why we have innate gifts. So beautiful people, the age of light, we are in the age of Aquarius. We are in the space of this new moon of innovation, humanitarian work. You've been training for lifetimes. It's time to give. It's time to give your gift. Share your gift. When you do things that you enjoy to do with love and gratitude, the money comes with it afterwards. It really does. It's a partnership. You work with universe, and universe will bless you abundantly. But you got to do your part, beautiful people. Yes, you do. And here, up next, you have underneath the deck, boundaries. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Boundaries. A lot of us have a hard time with boundaries, and I understand. And one thing that is for sure, as a Reiki healer, as a Reiki master, it is a lot to give energy, to cleanse energy, because I'm sharing of my energy. And the person that I'm working with is sharing their energy. It goes back to partnerships. But understand this, when the session is over, I have boundaries. It is the balance of handling and maintaining your sanity. It is the balance of maintaining my sanity. There has to be a balance in all things. And beautiful people, if you're having a hard time establishing your boundaries, now is the time in this new moon energy to start something new. Remember, we constantly have this new adventure. So new ideas, new practices have to be in place. If you know this person is not going to change in their behaviors, and all they want to do is boggle you down with all kind of negative talk, negative energy, negative thinking, then it's time to place some boundaries. Hey, I got to get off the phone. Somebody's calling, somebody is crying, I got things to do. I'm not in this, or be honest. To be honest, I'm not in the space for this right now. I'm going to have to holler at you later. What is later? That's by your definition of what is later. But you have to maintain healthy boundaries for the preservation of your mindset, for your energetic healing, for your mental, your physical, your emotional, and your financial. There is nothing wrong with saying no. There's nothing wrong with that, because it's a complete sentence. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. So you can present it with style and class and you want to, okay? Because nobody has to be negative, and you don't have to meet energy with something negative. It's all about how you display it. But please, beautiful people, in this energy of newness, have your healthy boundaries. And I pulled some self-care cards, okay, to help us through this newness. And what do we have? 48. 48. Spend time with animals. Spend some time with animals. Some of us have fur babies. I do not. Some of us have fur babies. Spend some time with, they are the best way to ground yourself. If you're feeling yourself in a negative vibration, they are the most awesome way of connecting, because they're very intuitive. Animals are very, dogs, cats, and birds, it doesn't matter. They are very intuitive. 9 times out of 10, even when there's something or going on in the environment, even earthquakes or tsunamis, if you pay attention, the animals know before the humans know. They are so tapped in. They don't have to be bothered with social media and all this other stuff. They are connected with nature, their internal rhythm. Okay. And so beautiful people, if you need help to reset with your fur babies, or go for a walk. Go outside and listen to the birds. Go watch the butterflies if you're in a nice climate, if you're not dealing with wintertime too much, but still, even in that, watch to see how the animals work. Get inspiration from that. But connect, beautiful people, connect. And who knows, you might find out who's your spirit guide. by watching the animals. If you're seeing a particular animal that keeps coming to you, whether it's in a dream or watching TV, a commercial, a billboard, pay attention. That might be a spirit animal. And then take the time out to do some research to find out what is the power, what do they harness that you need to go ahead and tap into yourself. And then we also have spend number 2, alone time. Alone time. It goes back again to finding that seclusion, that quiet time of what? Supportive card to go with that meditation, that yoga. Sometimes we have to retreat to reset ourselves, to reset that energy. We can't help others until we help ourselves. So be present, be grounded, and that requires us to do a reset every single time. All right? Spend time alone. Get into your meditative state. We also have 50, sweet treat. Now, I'm going to preface this first before I go into sweet treat. I'm going to preface this. Everything we do must be in a harmonious balance. So there's nothing wrong with a wonderful, sweet treat. Beautiful people, find the balance. I did not say go out here and buy a big old cake and eat all pieces of the cake in one sitting and think that's going to be all right. It says a sweet treat. Have your sweet treat. Enjoy your sweet treat. And let it be for you. Let it help you get into your senses of being grounded, of being in the moment, of being present. Enjoy it. And then be productive with it. Go for a walk after you have that beautiful sweet treat. We also have health checkup, number 26, health checkup. It's about that time. We are in a new year, and with the new year, we have to maintain our health. Beautiful people, this is a marathon. This is not a sprint. And because it's a marathon, we have to be abreast of everything that's going on with our bodies, because everything is connected. Our spiritual is connected to this physical body, to this vessel. So beautiful people, and in order to create our financial work, we have to be whole with our physical. Our mental, our physical, our emotional, and our financial are together. Please take the time to set up and schedule your health checkup. You are not alone. You are not alone. I am here with you. I will be doing mine as well. So just know I'm not giving this out just because it's been downloaded to me and I'm just giving it to you. Hear me when I say I am in the practice of everything myself, beautiful people. So look, let's get those health checkups. And we also have 30, look for fairies. Now, for those of you who might say, well, what the hell is a fairy? And where am I supposed to find it? Understand this. Fairies can also be considered to be spiritual guides, your angels, your ancestors. Remember, it's all about what? Perspective. So know that you can tap in. Look for you have answers within you, your higher self, your heart, your intuition, your third eye. You know when something feels right, and you know when something feels wrong. Beautiful people, listen to the wisdom that's being guided to you. You're driving down the street and you're going your normal, regular route, but all of a sudden you hear, instead of going right, no, today we're going to go left. I need you to go left. I need you to turn that wheel to the left. Then that is your time to make a decision, because we all have free will. Trust your intuition. Make that left, because making that left could be the difference of what? Saving your life. Seriously, if we just tap into our intuition. All right. So look for that guidance. Look for that connectedness to your animals, your spirit animals, your whomever you get those messages. Source, the power of source. And underneath the deck, we have 11. 11, connect with crystals. One of the beautiful things I love about crystals, I have crystals always around me. I do, whether it's in my pocket, whether it's, I'm wearing one now, I'm wearing it on my ankle, which Aquarius also rules, the ankles, the calves, the lower part. All right. So beautiful people, find your balance. And if you have never used crystals before, go and visit. Now, one thing about new moon energy, it's time to do something new. So if you've never visited a crystal shop, if what you've been doing has not been working, baby, it's time to do something else. And what greater way to start the new year by introducing something new to yourself? So if you're not familiar with crystals, go visit a crystal shop. Go and look around, and whatever crystal calls out to you, and you'll know, you'll gravitate to it. You're going to want to touch it, feel it, look at it. It's going to be mesmerizing. And if there's not a notation explaining what that crystal is, find the person working there. Get the information, because that may be a crystal that you need. Or if you have a particular issue that you would like some help and guidance for, go into the crystal shop, do some research on Cousin Google, and find out the history and what is the property of that crystal that you want to embody, and then go and buy it and purchase it. But either way it goes, connect with your crystals. A lot of times I put it and have a spiritual bath, and I put my crystals around me with my candles and get into that flow. A lot of times, even with my Reiki sessions, I have crystals underneath the table for whomever is getting the session. A lot of times in my meditation, I have the crystal in my left hand as I meditate and do Reiki on myself. So beautiful people, there are lots of ways of connecting to the crystal. It's either for you or it's not, but either so, I would suggest that you give it a try. What hurt is it going to do? Beautiful people, again, if what you've been doing has not been working, it is time to do something else. This is the age of enlightenment. This is the time of newness. This is the time of self-care for yourself. Because if we have to be of service to others, you damn well know for sure you must be of wellness, well-being for self, self-love, self-care first and foremost. And beautiful people, that concludes your reading for the new moon in Aquarius. I enjoyed coming live and spending this time with you. Like I said, it's been a minute, but I'm glad I did it, beautiful people. And I truly know that I enjoyed my time with you. It was something new. I challenged myself to do something new, and which is why I'm doing it again. And I want to challenge you to pick something new in this new moon season, to do something new that's about enlightenment for you, whether that's take a class, a free class, or do a new activity. Make it safe and sound for you. Write down your plans, your goals for the new year, for today, for this week. Whatever it is, challenge yourself to do something new, beautiful people. And as always, continue to what? Shine your light. I am a firm believer if everyone was to shine their light, and I mean brightly shine their light, honey, no one would be in darkness, because you never know who you may inspire. You never know who you may inspire. Uh-oh, I've been on this thing for so long. It's going down it's all good though. So beautiful people, just know I'm here for one love and light. And once again, when I go ahead and post it, show your love girl some support. Go ahead and press that like button, subscribe, be prepared for that next reading. I'm here to be of service. I'm utilizing this Aquarius energy, and I'm encouraging you to do the same. Okay, I love you, mwah, and I want you to continue to love yourself, beautiful people. Find your joy. Have fun while you're traveling, and then hit in the comments where you're going. I love to hear where you're going. All right, so beautiful people, again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, stay abreast. Who knows, this might be a new mode I might be doing again. I don't know. We'll see where the universe takes me. Hey, I'm about flowing, beautiful people, and I need you to flow too. All right, let's do something different this year. All right, that's what's up. Beautiful people, mwah, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy this wonderful new moon energy. All right, until next time, beautiful people, bye. That's so hilarious. And in this time, it's like I don't even know how to end this sucker, but it's all good. I'm going to figure it out. All right. And so, like I said, take care, beautiful people. Bye.